Hi there, everyone. Today we're going to be making fall fashions and accessories made with items from Dollar Tree. The first thing we're going to make is this cute handbag. Second, we're going to create this awesome t-shirt and some accessories to go along with it. These beautiful earrings with a matching bracelet. So, let's get started. All right, the first thing we're going to do is create this clutch or little handbag. And what we're going to use is a placemat. Now, I got the placemat on clearance, I think, from like Walmart or Big Lots or somewhere, but it was only a couple bucks. And I liked it because it had these beautiful fall colors. So all we're going to do is just fold it up into the shape of a clutch and use some Gorilla Hot glue to seal it up. Now you can use your sewing machine and sew it if you want to, but this Gorilla Glue works perfectly. Just make sure you get a good seal on the side because you don't want any of your goodies falling out of your bag. So I'm just pressing that down, and you don't need a whole lot of it. Just make sure you have enough to give it a good seal. So once that dries, we're going to fold over the top and then add our closure. Now, what I'm going to do is use some of these Velcro squares that you can get at Dollar Tree and glue those on the inside. Now, you can actually go to Joann's or the craft store and get closures. They actually sell those, but I'm just going to use the Velcro to make it simple in a true little Dollar Tree DIY, if you will. So I'm going to cut two of the squares off, or the opposing ends, and here are those closures. I just wanted you to see those so you'll know if you wanted to step it up a notch. You can pick those up at Joann's. Just screenshot that and then go in Joann's in their notions department. But what you want to do is put your opposite sides together, peel off one of the backings, and then just adhere it down. But what I'm going to do is reinforce it a little bit with some hot glue, and make sure it's Gorilla because it's good and strong. Or you can use fabric glue, but I like the Gorilla because it holds this nicely. And if you're going to use it, you want to make sure that that Velcro is nicely secured. And so once you peel off the other backing to the other side, you're going to add some more glue and just make sure that those lines are lined up, depending on what type of placemat you use. If it doesn't have any designs or anything, then just make sure it's squared up or lined up as best as possible. But I'm glad this one had lines to follow and make it look even. Okay, so I went in my stash and I found these cute little gold buttons. So what I'm going to do is cut the shank off and add this as an embellishment on the outside, like a bow closure on the outside. But this is the fun part. This is where you can get creative depending on what kind of placemat that you use, just coordinate, should I say, to whatever placemat you're using. You can go to the craft store and find different embellishments. You can use bling, whatever, rhinestones, ribbons, buttons, all sorts of things. Old jewelry will work nicely here too. So I lined up everything. I counted across, I think, 10 lines or whatever to make sure that it was centered nicely. But that's it. This is our little clutch. I love how it looks. It's perfect for fall because of those colors. You could dress it up or down. And, it's all nicely finished on the inside. If you're really crafty and creative, you can add yourself a little pocket if you want to. But I'm just keeping mine super simple. And here it is again, staged with my Bath and Body Works soap holders. Okay, so I'm going to recycle a pair of old jeans that I just cannot bear to just get rid of. I just can't bring myself to do it. So anyway, they fit so nicely. But anyway, I'm gonna create a t-shirt applique with the jeans. I just found a spot on the leg, and I took this template, which is cut out of some heat bond, because that's how we're gonna attach it to our t-shirt. And you can find heat bond rolls at Joann Fabrics or the craft stores. Hobby Lobby has it as well. Or you could use hot glue, or fabric glue, should I say. Hot fabric glue that you can put in your glue gun to adhere it if you want, or you can sew it. But I'm going to use the heat bond paper, or the transfer paper, however you want to call it, but it's actually called heat bond. And you can find that in Walmart as well, not just the fabric and craft stores, but Walmart has it too. So what you're going to do is trace out your design like I did here, and I just used a Sharpie, and then cut it out. And then you're going to attach it to your heat bond following the directions on the package, and then just iron it on to your t-shirt. And the t-shirt that I'm going to use, I actually got at Dollar Tree, because you know Dollar Tree has some of the Gildan t-shirts. Sometimes they have Fruit of the Loom. It just depends on, where you go and what you can find. But I found a bunch of Gildan t-shirts. I hope I'm saying that right. But they're a little irregular, of course, but sometimes you can get lucky, you can't tell. So here's our cutout applique, and here's our t-shirt. And what I did was I actually put it on my sewing machine and drew, or I guess sewed the lines, or the pumpkin divots, or whatever you want to call them, onto my applique. And I wasn't a fan, because I kind of wanted to embellish it a little more, so we're gonna do something else besides just the lines that I sewed. Now here I'm just ironing it down. Oh, that sounds so country, but I'm ironing it down. I can't even talk. But anyway, to the t-shirt with the heat bond in my little mini heat press from Cricut, making sure it's adhered nicely. And this will withstand washing and everything, y'all. That's why I say use the heat bond to do this. And they're not, or the heat bond rolls are not that expensive. I think you can get them in the sheets, but I buy it by the roll. But it's not that expensive at all. So it's all nicely adhered down. And what I'm going to do is go around the edges of the denim and kind of fray it out a little bit, or the applique. I kind of want that little rough look. It just makes it look, I don't know, kind of, it gives it more detail. Let's put it that way. I love how it worked out. And I'm just taking my fingernail. You can use like a pen or a brush or something like that, I guess. A stiff little brush to kind of roughen it up a little bit. But I just like that look. And yeah, there we go. So now what I'm going to do is embellish it. And I have these leftover iron-on embellishments that I had from when I made masks during COVID. Just to embellish the mask. And it has a wire on the inside, so you can kind of bend and twist it the way that you want. And they still sell this at Joann's. I think it's like about $3 or $4 for a pack. And so I just bought it in bulk, and so I have a bunch of it left. So we're going to use some of this to embellish our pumpkin. And this is what happens when you shop your stash. I forgot I had all this stuff after COVID, kind of passed us. Well, it hadn't gone anywhere too much, but I had so much of it left, and you can find face masks now anywhere. So I decided to shop the stash and use it on this t-shirt to embellish our pumpkin a little more. And that little bit of bling on that denim looks so nice. It just pops on top of that white t-shirt, y'all. And this is like pennies. The shirt was $1 because I actually got it before they went up on the price at Dollar Tree. And then, of course, I recycled the denim from some old jeans. And the embellishment, I had from my craft stash. So, pennies on the dollar, honey, and creating some cute fashion for fall. Nice and what's the word I wanted? It's a one of a kind t-shirt. But this is the creative part. You can, embellish it however you like. I just love how this looked out. Lord have mercy. How this turned out. And again, I'm just giving you the roadmap. It's up to you as to whichever oh gosh. direction you want to go. Y'all, I cannot talk today, but yeah, just like I said, shop your stash. See what you already have. Old jewelry would be really pretty. But here it is, all sparkly and pretty. I love how this looks. And you can even like cut the top around the neck with some, scissors and kind of wear it off the shoulder if you want. Or wear it as just a plain old, regular t-shirt. I love this, and it is so pretty. That sparkle just adds to that denim applique there, and it's so pretty. And the roughness around the edge just adds more detail. And I love how I decided to follow the little squiggly lines around the pumpkin just to, I don't know, it just added a little flair. But love how it turned out. Okay, so let's move on to our next accessory. This is going to be a set, and what you're going to need are two of these phone cases. They have different colors with the chain, and we're just going to take, it's an iPhone case, we're going to take that chain off the case, and don't throw away the plastic part of the case because we're going to use that in another DIY that's coming in another video. But you're going to need two of them. I know they have one that's pink and I want to say purple, but I thought this little tortoiseshell kind of color would be perfect for fall. So we're just going to remove the chain, and it's attached to the plastic cover with the jump rings. So don't get rid of the jump rings. You just open them up with your jewelry pliers and keep them. And as you can see, there's the jump ring, and they're nice sized jump rings too, and you're going to need those for the bracelet which we're going to create. So we have our two chains, and just put one to the side, and what we're going to do is add an extension for me because I have a big wrist. But if you don't have a big wrist, you don't need to do this. But you can get these extension chains and jump rings and all that good stuff like jewelry notions, or what am I trying to say? You can get the little jewelry kits where you make jewelry online on Amazon. You can find them in the craft stores, and that's what I did. I actually bought them online. So it comes with jump rings and the extension chains, the earring hooks and wires, and lobster claw, which is that right there. That's what we're going to use as a closure. And yeah, so just check those out on Amazon. I'll post a link if I remember to a set, and we're just going to attach this lobster claw as our closure, and then we're going to pop it on. Super simple, using the jump rings, and it is so cute. How cute is that, y'all? I love that. Simple, and it cost me $1.25 because I already had the jewelry kit in my stash. Okay, so now we're going to make some matching earrings, and you need two of the earring hooks, and I have these right here, and two sets of jump rings. So you're going to need a medium size and a smaller size. I'm not sure what the millimeters are, honey. I don't do measurements. I just go by sight. But what we're going to do is unhook that link. You're going to have 5 links in each earring, because there are 10 links in each chain itself, and just and it's super easy to separate. You just kind of bend them apart, and we're gonna add our jewelry or our earring wires with the jump rings. We're going to put the big one on first, the bigger jump ring, and we're going to add our chain, and then we're going to add the small jump ring and close it up. And then what we're going to do is attach the earring wire to the small jump ring, because you want 2 jump rings so that the earrings will dangle nicely. If you don't have 2, they're going to kind of hang a little wonky. So there we go. And I'm sorry that my camera wanted to act a little stank here, but I'm going to try to do it again for you. But we're going to add the big jump ring, put our chain on, then we're going to add the small jump ring, close it up, and then we're going to take our small jump ring, open it up, and add our earring wire and close it back up. Oh, I'm so sorry about that camera focusing like that, but it's easy. And there we go. We have our little set of earrings to match our bracelet. And I love this set, y'all. How cute is that? Well, here we go. Let me show you how it looks all together. There's our pretty little earrings and our little set. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.